guys, Happy New Year. Welcome to my vlog. I know it's been a little bit since my last video. Not really that long, like 5 days. But I just wanted to get on here and talk about a topic that is going to be hard to talk about. And that is feeling guilty about being sick or guilty about protecting yourself and your health. I myself struggle with knowing my own limits. I've always pushed myself past them and been like, oh, I'll just deal with it when it happens. That was kind of my attitude a lot when I did have my left lung, just because I knew I was always going to keep being sick and I would just handle it when it would come. So until then, I'll just keep pushing myself until I can't stop. So that's how my attitude and perception towards it used to be. Kind of almost like, oh, I don't care, I'm just going to keep pushing my body physically until I break, and then I'll deal with it when I'm sick. So like take every moment that I can and just run full force instead of like stepping back and realizing there are things I can do to prevent me from becoming sick as often. So now that I only have one lung, and now that I've learned and experienced what it's like to become very ill with one lung, it's like 100 times harder than it ever was with 2 lungs. And the amount of stress my body is under when I'm sick and how it affects me completely, it's a whole new ball game than having an infection with 2 lungs. Granted, I was sick more often back then, but it wasn't as like serious, I guess. Like, it was hard on my body, but I was used to it, and that's how I grew up. And having pneumonia with 1 lung is completely a whole other story. Like, the amount of toll it takes on your body physically, like just getting up to go to the bathroom, my lips would turn blue. Like, it was just a whole new, like, I physically cannot do anything, even when like my stubbornness in my brain is like, oh, I can do that, I can go do this, I can walk down the hall, I don't need a nurse's help. Like, no, get a reality check, Abby, like, you need help. So I guess now, like, my whole new perception on my health is I will do whatever it takes to stay healthy and become as healthy as I can, because I only have 1 lung. I'm not gonna get another one, not gonna get a lung transplant, not gonna miraculously just stay healthy. I know that, and I am at risk of when I do get sick, it's gonna be worse. I know that, that's just reality. So with that being said, I've taken steps to where I haven't hardly gone anywhere. I wear my mask absolutely everywhere, besides like if I'm somewhere eating, I'll take it off. But even then, like, I find myself, and even like my husband will be like, does that waitress look sick? Like, is she coughing? Like, and hand sanitizer's like our new best friend. And it's just very, like, the whole outlook on it has completely changed of how I can protect my body. So with that being said, like, I've not been around sick people. I've not been around children. I haven't gone to church. Like, I'm in this world bubble that I'm staying in, and not like where it's like an obsession where I'm like, I don't do anything. And I'm finally getting my strength back, and I feel myself, and it's getting better, and I can't wait to get back to work and life and normal things. But with that, like, my whole outlook on, I guess, protecting myself. So I think of, like, if you're sick or you've had a runny nose or a cough, I'm sorry, I'm not going around you. Like, as much as I want to be around people I love in my life, I wish people understood, like, the risk it is for me. And even when, you know, people are like, oh, I get it, like, I'm sorry, you don't get it. Like, the common cold to you is you laying in bed and, you know, drinking your soup and all that stuff, and you're fine. The common cold to me is the first day I might have a sniffle and a cough, and the next day I have a fever of 102 and I can't breathe and my lung is congested and I have pneumonia and I'm in the hospital needing IV antibiotics because oral ones don't work. You know, like, it's a bigger picture than what people realize. And not that I like want people to treat me differently, because I don't. I just wish people understood when I said, like, I'm sorry I can't be around you, or I'm sorry I can't be around your children, or I can't go to this event or this thing at church because it's exposing me and everyone is sick right now. And it's almost like people, I just wish that, I don't know how to say this, like, at times people don't realize how much it makes me feel guilty because I'm not able to do things that I want to do, like go to lunch with someone or see someone who's, you know, my close friend or something. Like, it's not that I don't want to do those things, because I do, it's just I can't. And I wish people could just like have a glimpse of what it's like when I am sick like that, because if they could see me in that predicament, they wouldn't be upset with me when I say I can't do something, because that's what I think of. You know, I go somewhere and I see someone coughing or sneezing or, you know, coughing their lungs up. That's where my mind goes, that I don't want to go back to that place. Not only that, but my husband goes through what I go through, and he is my rock completely. So I'm gonna do not only what I need to do for my body, but for my family, and stay healthy, because going through that is stressful. And I just wish people understood that I already feel bad for being sick and not feeling myself and not being able to do the things that I normally do, like go to work and do all these activities and work out. Like, I'm already beating myself up. So but I'm working on not doing that. It's gotten better. Positivity. I already have guilt. So don't make me feel guilty when I can't give you what you want, when I can't even give myself what I want. And understand that my sickness is much different than yours when you become sick with a virus or a common cold. And that I just can't risk that. I will do whatever it takes to protect my health and my one lung, because I only have one. And granted, everyone's gonna get sick. Sickness is gonna happen. But if I can knowingly know that someone is sick or has been around someone that has the flu or a cold, I'm sorry, I'm gonna stay away from you. As much as I love everyone I have in my life, like, I will quarantine myself. That's what I've basically been doing. But it's just really frustrating and hurtful when people aren't supportive, because I already mentally have enough going on that, like, I'm sucking at everything, and that's gotten better. And I'm telling myself, you know, I still make my husband proud, and I still have things that I can do to make myself proud. I may not be able to do as much as I used to do, but it'll get better. And if I listen to my body and stop when it's telling me to, that will help with not becoming run down and sick. And if I'm aware of people being sick or being exposed to others being sick and avoid them, that's greater chances that I won't be sick or catch a cold or get pneumonia. Because, like, if you could experience for like 5 minutes the way it feels when you have pneumonia with one lung, you would understand the fact that I don't want to be back in that predicament. It's basically like drowning slowly, and you're just slowly breathing through a tiny little hole, and every breath you take, your chest is on fire. That's like an accurate description. And there's nothing you can do about it. And the amount of medications and pain medications they give you, it doesn't help. And then just imagine coughing, like, to the point that you're pretty sure you coughed your soul up. And your whole chest is swollen. So I just wish people wouldn't make me feel bad, because I wear my heart on my sleeve. A lot of people know that. and I care a lot about what people think, especially people I love. And it's hard when I already feel bad for things that I can't do or see people, and then I'm put in a situation to feel even worse. And that's not fair. That's not fair to me at all. Because I did not choose this life. I did not choose to be born with a congenital heart defect. I did not choose to have complications in a lung that just sucked that they had to take out. I did not choose that. Basically, if you're sick and I'm around you, I'm probably going to get that virus or cold, and it will hit me hard. It will hit me like a wall, and it will pull me down and suck every ounce of me out. And I didn't choose any of that. So I just ask people, when it comes to people who deal with sickness and protecting themselves, they're not saying no because they want to, or they're not going out because they don't want to, and they're not seeing you because they hate you and don't care about you anymore. They have to do what's best for them. And you, as their family and their friends, you can be mad and upset, but don't show them that. Put on a smile and ask them whatever they need, and just be there. Because it's hard enough, the things we tell ourselves when we're sick or down or feel like we're failing at things, and we don't need more on top of it. And that's just how I feel about it. So just be supportive. And it's okay to be upset and be frustrated. We're frustrated, we're mad that, we can't do things that other people do, or have to wear a mask all the time, or we use hand sanitizer all the time, or not go around people when they're kids because I know they're sick, and not go to church and not go to work and do all these things. I get it. I'm mad too. But this is reality. And I am beyond blessed that my body has recovered and that I'm able to feel better and I breathe on my own. I would not change my life for anything. It has made me who I am today. And I have a wonderful support system of family and friends, and I love all of them, and I'm beyond grateful. And God's given me the ability to go through the things that I go through. I might be mad, I might get frustrated, I might cry, I might have pain, but there's a point to it all. So just for those of you that are going through anything, or have a family member going through this, one, try to stay positive. And I know that's really, really hard to do. Even I've had those moments where I'm like, no, I don't care. I give up. I'm done. I quit. I'm walking away. I don't want to take the medicines. I don't want to go to the hospital. I don't want to go to appointments. I'm done. And I've taken that on people too. I've been in a bad mood. I've been grown people out. I've been there. But you're the only one that's hurting when you act that way, or when you have a bad attitude. Everyone's entitled to have a freak out moment. Then put your big girl panties on and handle it. Because there's always someone that's way worse off. And that's what I try to remember in no matter what situation I'm in. And it could always be worse. And I find myself saying that all the time when I'm sick or in pain or coughing my soul up or coughing so hard I puke. It could always be worse. Or I've gone through worse and this is nothing compared to, this or that. So try to stay positive. The people that make you feel guilty, make you feel bad, ignore them and realize they're not understanding or being supportive, and know that they don't get it because they haven't seen you in that situation or understand why you have to protect yourself. Do things that make you happy, even if they're small and little. Set goals for yourself that you can do physically and do them. Know that everything will be okay, even when it seems like it won't be. Have a wonderful support system. And if you don't have someone in person, there's so much online that can help you, support groups, whatever. There's always outlets there. There's also therapy. It's nice to have a person who's on the outside who listens and is just there, and there's no judgment. So I do recommend that. Go to church, read the Bible, journal. I am not the best at like praying out loud. I mean, I've talked to God like he's a person before, like he's just there, but I prefer to journal. So I just write out all of my frustrations, my anger, however I feel, however I don't feel, and do it that way. And if you're not religious in any way, that just helps in general to get it out, because sometimes all you need to do is just release all of the frustrations and emotions, and you feel way better after. Know that if you put in the work, everything will be worth it, and it'll be okay. Know that you are still someone that someone thinks to be proud of. And I think that's been the hardest thing for me, because it's like, oh, what am I doing to be proud of? Like, I'm getting up out of bed and taking my nebulizer and my medications. You know, that's nothing. But through this whole experience of being sick again in the hospital and healing and recovering, that's something to be proud of. Especially when, you know, a month ago I couldn't do that without turning blue, or take a shower on my own because I didn't have enough air. You know, it's just find little things to be proud of. And if no one's around you to be proud of you, be proud of yourself, because you're totally worth it, whatever you're facing. So if you're able to get up out of bed and make the bed and take your medications and, you know, do little things, be proud of that, even if that's just doing the dishes or a dish, you know, because having to go through these physical challenges doesn't define us. It just helps shape us into even better people. And someone once told me God gives his toughest soldiers the greatest battle. If I could speak. And I truly believe that. And at times we don't understand the purpose or the point, but there is to everything. And I'm beyond grateful and blessed for everything that I've gone through in my life. It's always taught me something, even if it was something I did not want to go through at all. And God is the key to everything. I mean, the amount of peace I have had through this whole situation is amazing. And my family has had, and my husband, and just knowing that we can face the greatest storms and that God is our anchor, and no one can mess with that, not even the devil. Not today, Satan. Sorry, I gotta say that when I say that. But the point of this video is just know that when someone who deals with being ill is just doing what's best for their health, that's not what they want. That's what they have to do. And please just remember that, because it's already rough enough to not feel guilty for the things we can't do, or disappointed that we can't do certain things. It's already hard on us. So like, be selfless and think of them and what they're going through, and just be understanding. And for people going through, you know, being ill or having loved ones that are ill, stay positive. I mean, quotes, do activities, get outside if you can. I mean, even opening the window to have sunshine for a second. Just talk to people, have a support system, and just know that you're someone to be proud of. And the little accomplishments in your health and your physicalness, you should be proud of yourself. So just stay positive, take a deep breath, tell yourself everything will be okay, and believe it. And just keep moving forward, because going backwards is not good. And going through, I know it can feel like at times you're going through the darkest tunnel ever, and you don't know what to do, and you feel like you're gonna fail and give up. Just look for the light and keep walking towards it, even if you have to crawl, because the greatest challenges are given to the strongest soldiers. So I think that's everything. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and a happy New Year, and thank you all for all your support and love.